Good morning and hello to all my viewers. Myself, Dr. Vipin Goel. I am a senior surgical oncologist and laparoscopic surgeon at Care Hospital, Hyderabad. I am going to talk about junk food today to all my viewers. Let's start with a small story. Once a dad and kid decided to have a run, and both of them started running. After some time, what we saw was the kid stopped in between running and he was tired. And the father continued to run and reached the finish line. Why? Why the kid was tired? The reason is the dad always used to eat healthy food, more of the fruits, vegetables, and cereals, and the son always used to eat junk food, which is made up of more of carbohydrate, sugar, more of salt. So let's start our talk with a line which says, "We are what we eat. Our body will become what we eat." Starting with my topic on junk food, these are the 5 points which I will be covering today. What is junk food? What are the examples of junk food? Why junk food is so attractive? What is the problem, the ill effect and the side effects of junk food? And most important, how I can reduce the amount of junk food which I eat. Let's start with what is junk food. To start with, first line you should remember is junk food is very unhealthy food. Any food which is high in calories, either from the sugar or fat, and low in fiber, protein, mineral, which is very important for building your body, is unhealthy food. To put in other words, any food which is high in salt, sugar, fat, or calories, and low in nutrient content is a junk food. Here are the examples of junk food. Fast food, what we eat today in all the shops like Pizza Hut, etc., like hot chips, burger, pizzas, ice creams, chocolates and sweets, cakes, biscuits, lot of processed meat and sugary soft drink like Coca-Cola, Pepsi form the junk food. Here are the examples with pictures which you can understand easily. These are the all food chains which serves only junk food, which is very bad. We should stay away from it, like Pizza Hut, KFC, McDonald's, and Burger King. These all made up of junk food like Lay's, chips, which is nothing but carbohydrate and salt, cake, which is very high content of sugar, then other packed food like which Haldiram, Kurkures, and lot of soft drinks like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Thumbs Up, and other soft drinks. Then the Indian food is also a type of junk food. Don't assume only the Western food is a junk food. In Indian food, we get lot of food which are the examples of junk food like samosas, kachoris, and lot of sweets, including your jalebi. Anything if you eat in small quantities, okay. But what we have tendencies to keep on eating more quantity, which is bad for the health. Why junk food is so appealing and why everybody, including children, are attracted towards junk food? There are mainly three factors which I will be discussing. One is the time factor, one is the taste factor, and another is the advertising factor. Time factor. The junk food are very easy to prepare, and also you can prepare the junk food in 2 minutes. To give you an example, Maggi, which is a junk food, can be prepared in 2 minutes. Also, the junk food is so easy and so fast to prepare, it can be delivered in less than 10 minutes. To give you an example, you are sitting in front of TV, watching show, and you want to eat something. You order on Swiggy, Zomato, and other delivery services, pizza or burger, it will be delivered to you in 10 minutes. So, it is very easy to prepare, very fast to prepare, and can be delivered in less than 10 minutes. This is about the time factor. Coming next to taste factor, all the junk food are very great to taste because it is made up of lot of bad things like salt, oil, and sugar. And also the junk food is very addictive. If somebody eats junk food, they have a tendency to eat junk food again and again. That to tell you an example, the junk food is like a alcohol or smoking, which or drugs, which once you eat, you cannot keep away from it. The reason why the junk food is so addictive is explained in the medicine. What happens is there is a reward system in the brain Once you eat junk food, same like smoking, the dopamine is secreted by the brain. What this chemical does is it gives pleasure to the brain. So brain will think that the eating of junk food is giving me pleasure. Let me continue eating more junk food. It's the same way as with drugs and alcohol. So once you eat junk food, your brain sends a signal to eat more junk food. So it creates a reward system where the junk food once you eat, it gives you craving to eat more. And the third important factor why the junk food is so appealing is because of the wrong policies of the government and the marketing strategy. Junk food is so nicely advertised that people will get attracted to it. To give you examples, lot of our role models like cricketers, film actors, actresses promote the junk food. Here is an example which I have shown in the diagram. See Amir Khan and other people like Akshay Kumar and Sachin are promoting here the soft drinks, which is very bad for the body. But we have no restrictions on the advertisement of the junk food, and government is getting lot of taxes, so they are promoting junk food. So the advertising is so beautiful, people and including children get attracted towards the junk food. Now, coming to what are the ill effects of the junk food on the body? Why we should not eat junk food? What harm it can do? It can do a lot of harm to the body. In short, we have divided into two. One is the short time ill effects, and second is the long time ill effects. To tell you about the short time ill effects, which short term effect is which does harm to the body in short time, like you get tired with low energy level, you have difficulty in sleeping, difficulty in concentration, you feel low, and also leads to tooth decay. This is about the short term effects. And in long term effects, we have effects which are on long term like heart. It leads to heart problem, osteoporosis, obesity. I will be explaining these effects in detail so that the children here who are watching can understand the effects and get used to the ill effects so that they can stop eating junk food. To start with the first side effect of junk food, it causes a lot of memory problems like loss of memory. Whatever you have learned, you have tendency to forget it very fast if you eat more of the junk food. Second, the learning of the new things is also stopped by eating junk food. Like it slow down the speed of learning of the new things. If you want to learn some new things and eat lot of junk food, it will take long time to get understanding of the new things. It leads to lot of loss of attention and loss of concentration. If you are in class listening to something and you eat lot of junk food, probably what your teacher is teaching, you will have difficulty in understanding. The second side effect of eating junk food is it decreases the appetite. What happens is when you are eating a lot of junk food, a small amount of junk food also fills the stomach and you will have tendency to you are feeling full. It kills the appetite of a person, and once your appetite is killed, you don't eat healthy nutrients. So it will lead to lower consumption of the healthy food because it contains more of the fat and more of the calories. Little amount of junk food also you feel your abdomen is full, which will give trouble and you will not eat healthy food. So you will have deprivation of the proteins, nutrients, vitamins and minerals. Coming to the third side effect, it causes lot of mental problem like depression. What it does is it alters the chemical activity of the brain, and it leads to inability to deal with the depression. It leads to inability to deal with the stress. So inability to deal with the stress will lead to depression. In long term, we have seen that the people who eat more of junk food need more of a psychiatric opinion, whereas people who eat healthy food don't need any opinion and they are always happy and jolly, whereas people who eat junk food are depressed. The next side effect is coming to my topic, it leads to lot of cancer. What we are seeing nowadays is the junk food will lead to obesity, and obesity is a risk factor for lot of cancers, including colon cancer, breast cancer, and uterine cancer. One of the reasons why the cancer incidence is increasing too much in India is because our lifestyle changes. We are eating lot of junk food, which is leading to a lot of cancers. So, if we stop using junk food, probably the cancer incidence will come down. And the fifth side effect is lot of problem in digestion. Junk food leads to lot of digestive problems like gastrointestinal reflux disease. What do we mean by that is usually the food should go from stomach to small intestine to large intestine. But if you eat lot of junk food, what will happen is the reflux of the food will be there, and from stomach the food will come to esophagus, which will lead to acidity, lot of bloating sensations, and irritable bowel syndrome. In addition to acidity and bloating, it will lead to constipation. You will have always feeling that your abdomen is not clear. Weight gain, very important. Nowadays, the incidence of obesity in India is increasing to a drastic and very dangerous level thanks to junk food. When we eat lot of junk food, what will happen is all the fat will be deposited in your muscles and in the body, leading to increase in the weight gain. And in reverse, the weight gain will lead to obesity, and we have all the problems of obesity like hypertension, heart problems, and bone problems. Next side effect is long-term side effect of heart problem like hypertension. Junk food will lead to increase in the blood pressure, and lot of incidents of the heart failure are often happening in the obese patient who eat more of the junk food because of the decreased blood supply to the heart. In addition, it will lead to increase in the cholesterol and fat level of the body, plus peripheral vascular diseases and deposition of the fat in the small vessels which supply brain, heart, and other important organs. Raise in the blood sugar level. Lot of people are coming with diabetes nowadays. The incidence is almost 20% in Indian population thanks to the junk food and change in the lifestyle. Before, our ancestors used to eat lot of healthy food like wheat, rice, jawar, but nowadays it is replaced by burger, pizza. The junk food contains simple carbohydrate which increases the blood sugar level. It alters the normal insulin level in the body. So the insulin after some time is not secreted and people develop insulin resistance. So it increases the risk of diabetes, weight gain, and insulin resistance. So a lot of people who eat junk food will require long-term insulin in the future. Junk food also affects lot of organs, starting with kidney. Junk food contains lot of sodium and other contents in the diet. So sodium causes kidney disorders. It increases the risk of kidney stone, and if not treated, the kidney stone it can lead to kidney failure in long term. So in addition to kidney failure, it affects the liver also. The junk food is very highly toxic to the liver. This food contains lot of fat and sugar, and this fat gets accumulated in the liver, what we call fatty liver. So if the fatty liver is not corrected in time, it leads to cirrhosis of the liver, and if cirrhosis is not treated, it leads to liver failure. In the end, the junk food will lead to liver failure. The next is about fertility. What it does is junk food leads to decrease in the sperm count and the egg count in the females, so it increases the risk of infertility. It affects both men and women equally. In men, it leads to low sperm count, whereas in female, it leads to low egg count. So the chance of infertility will be high. And in addition, it also leads to birth deformity in the kids. On the bone, the junk food causes exposure of the bone of the teeth, which leads to bacteria causing lot of tooth decay and cavities. In addition, it leads to osteoporosis, which is called weakening of the bone, which leads to lot of bone pain. And if osteoporosis is not treated by calcium and vitamin D, leads to weakening of the bone and fractures. Skin problems is caused by junk food like acne, pimples, which we are seeing more in the teen nowadays, who are most of the time spending their time in Pizza Hut or other and not eating healthy food. In addition to acne, it leads to lot of risk of eczema, which is a skin diseases. Coming to the most important topic, how we can stop unhealthy junk food. Here is the 7 ways how we can stop craving for the unhealthy food and we can stop eating, because lot of children whom I have spoken with, they told they want to stop eating junk food but they don't know how to do it. So here I will be highlighting what are the 7 ways where I can stop consuming the junk food. To start with, the most simplest, easily available and anybody can do is drink water. If you have a craving for junk food, you feel like I want to eat junk food, simple thing, drink a big glass of water, wait for only 3 minutes. You will see that after 3 minutes, the craving for the junk food is gone. Simplest. In addition, the water which you drink gives hydration of your skin, clears your kidney, liver of all the toxics. So simplest option, whenever you have craving for the junk food, drink a big glass of water, wait for 3 minutes. Second, change your dietary habits. Eat more of the protein. The protein is very important for building your muscles, development of your brain, So eating more protein reduces your appetite, prevents one from overeating, and reduces the craving. For this, you should know what are the diet which are very high in protein. Here are the examples which I have drawn here, like milk, chicken, fish, egg, and lot of pulses are very high in protein. So if one has very high craving for junk food, eat a meal of protein which will reduce your craving and which will help in developing your muscles and brain. Third thing, you should change your mind. Like if you have a craving for junk food, what you can do is just take a brisk walk, do a walking for 10 minutes, take a shower, or eat some fruit or vegetable which is easily available, and try to change your thought. By changing your thought, you have to change the environment which will stop the craving. For healthy food to replace the junk food, what you should do is, if you are feeling hungry and you are feeling like eating junk food, replace the junk food with some healthy things like what we have Indian diet is very good, like some chapati or idli or poha, or something like little bit of rice with dal is also very good, which will have a good protein and carbohydrate when compared to junk food. So replace your junk food with healthy food is the fourth option to reduce junk food eating. And in healthy food also included a good fat like fat from groundnut or coconut, also ghee, which is a very good for your body. With this diagram, I just want to highlight what is good food and what is junk food. The things which are at the topmost is not good for the body. You should eat very less. And at the bottom is very high in protein, which you should eat, like fruits, cereals are very good. Then milk, fish is also good. But the sugary food, which are the top, which is one of the things for the which is the main content of the junk food, you should not eat. Fifth, to avoid junk food is don't be hungry for a long time. Hungry will lead to craving for the junk food. So once you are feeling hungry, go immediately and eat some good food like fruit, vegetable, cereals, or your normal lunch or dinner. But to avoid being extremely hungry, eat regularly, because hunger is the main reason for craving. Having healthy meals nearby and eating on time will prevent one from getting craving for the junk food. Stress. One of the reasons for eating a lot of junk food is the stress. Stress induces food craving, stress induces eating behavior, and stress leads one to eat more of the calories. So avoiding the stress and being relaxed all the times can avoid one from eating a lot of junk food. What stress causes is stress leads to increase in the blood level of cortisol, a hormone that makes you obese. So avoid being stressful all the time. And most important, get enough sleep. Sleep deprivation leads to poor appetite. Sleep deprivation leads to strong craving for the junk food. We have seen that people who are not sleeping properly are 55% more chances of becoming obese. Good sleep makes your mind and body stronger and reduces the craving for the junk food. Here is, in short, whatever I have discussed, the important points. If this is the take home message and everybody should remember these points, changes which you must do immediately to stop eating junk food. Eat a variety of nutrient rich foods which I have told, like whole grain, fruits, vegetables, milk, meat, egg. Maintain a healthy weight. Don't be obese. Don't have more of BMI. Eat it in moderate portions. Don't overeat. But most important, don't skip your meals. Have regular meals at regular interval of healthy food, which will definitely in long term will benefit you. So now with this diagram, I am asking you what you want to become or how you want to look. The first person everybody knows is Salman Khan, who eats good food, healthy food, maintains good weight, and does not eat lot of junk food. If you keep on eating junk food, you will become like a second person who is definitely obese, looking depressed, not interested in life. So I'm leaving what you want to become. You want to become like a left person or a right person. In the end, just I want to end the topic with this proverb: eat food as your medicine. Otherwise, in future, you have to eat medicine as your food. So consider food as a medicine. Eat in appropriate amount. Eat proper. Select what you want to eat. Otherwise, lifelong you have to take a lot of medicine to cure your diseases. I want you to stay away from the diseases. I want you not to develop any diseases. So eat healthy food. Stay away from junk food. Thank you for patient listening. I hope my lecture will help in some way avoiding eating junk food and making your life healthier. Be healthy, be happy. Thank you.